Hello artists, welcome back to Chroma Arts Academy, where all artists shine. My name is Miss Vicky and I will be your artist instructor for today. And today I'm so excited because we get to celebrate my favorite place in the whole wide world where I am from, the Philippines. It is Filipino American Heritage Month, and so we are going to be recreating the Filipino flag. But before we get started, here are some fun facts about the Filipino flag. The flag has 4 colors: blue, red, white, and yellow. Blue means peace, red means bravery, white means purity, and yellow stands for hope and freedom. The sun has 8 rays. Each ray stands for a place in the Philippines that helped fight for freedom. The 3 stars are representative of the big island groups: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. The flag can be flown 2 ways. When it is peacetime, the blue is on top. When it is war, the red is on top. The flag was first raised on June 12, 1898. This was the day the Philippines became free from Spain. Isn't that amazing? So let me go ahead and go over the supplies that you'll need. You will need a piece of paper. I'm just using regular copy paper. I've got a paintbrush. I do have some paper towels because we're gonna be using paint, and I'm using tempera paint. So I've got red, blue, and yellow. And I've just got it on a piece of paper for myself, but if you want to put it on a paper plate, if you have a palette, you're welcome to do so. So let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, you're going to write your name. So if you're doing this in the classroom, you're going to write your name on the back and then flip it back over. So I'm going to give you a little bit of time to do that. Perfect. And then the first thing you're doing, take yellow. And notice, I don't know if you guys could see this, I only put a little bit of yellow. I'm not using a lot. And if I have too much, I'm just going to dab it back on because I'm just going to do my initial sketch this way. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna kind of find halfway, okay? And I think this is a nice halfway point here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to draw a triangle, okay? And it does not have to be perfect at all, okay? It doesn't have to be a perfect triangle, but just a triangle, okay? And then from there, I'm going to take a little bit more like this. And then I'm just going to go from here. I'm going to go all the way to the right. Perfect. So this is our first sketch. Now, remember, there's 3 stars. And the 3 stars go up here. So I'm just going to do a star. So I'm going to start off a star like this. Okay, kind of like an upside down V or a capital A without the line in the middle. And then from there, I'm going to go ahead and draw a line across. Kind of like an A, but it's gonna definitely go past the V. And then I'm just gonna connect it. And I've got my star. If your brush is bigger than mine, that's okay. One of the things I kind of do, if my brush is too big, I'll just kind of use the back of my brush, and I'm going to do one here. I'm going to make a circle with the back of my brush, and then I could also just do that. And now I have my star. Cool. So remember, the 3 stars meant these are representative of the 3 really big island groups: Luzon, Visaya, and I'm going to add the second one, Mindanao. So I'm going to go here, and you're just going to make your stars. Perfect. All right. And remember, this is going to be white because this means purity. And so in the middle, we're going to put down the sun. So we're going to make a little, because we don't have that much room, I'm going to make a circle first, okay? And so what I like to do for circles, I just go like this and I just go around in a circle, okay? But if you have a special way that you like to do your circles, that is totally fine. So I'm just going to start off with a circle. And remember, in the Filipino flag, there are 8 rays. And so we're gonna make 8 different rays. And this is not exactly going to be the way that it is on the Filipino flag itself, but we're just gonna simplify it, okay? So we're gonna go 1 ray. Okay, dip. And then if you wanna make another one at the bottom, that's 2. Okay, and then we'll try it this way. That's gonna be 3. Lovely. And again, I'm not using a lot of paint. It's only a little bit of paint. Now that's 4. Okay, and I'm gonna put one right here. That's 5. Make another one. This is 6. 7 and 8. Okay, so we are going to make that, and then now I'm just going to make the circle in the middle a little bit bigger, like this. So now it feels more like a sun instead of a star. So I have my 3 stars, and the stars stand for the 3 biggest island groups, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Okay, and the sun has 8 rays, and these are all the places in the Philippines that help fight for freedom. So what I did was I actually am cleaning my brush. So notice what I'm doing. I'm just kind of dragging it along. And then when your brush gets to about like this, when there's not a lot of paint on it, we are going to start filling this in. Okay, remember there are 2 ways that you can paint this. We're going to put blue on the top first, because remember, if we have blue on the top, that means the Philippines is in peace. So we're going to head and do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and retrace over that yellow like this. And it's okay if it turns a little bit green, that's okay. And I'm gonna go across this way and retrace. And now you can go ahead and fill that in. So go ahead and take your time, artists. Cool. So as you heard, I am from the Philippines. I came here when I was very, very little. And, but I have a lot of family still in the Philippines. So hello, if anyone is watching this in the Philippines, kamusta, my kababayan? That means, hello, how are you, kababayan? My neighbors, my friends, my kaibigans. All right. So I'm just going left to right. Now, if you paint in a different way, like if you want to paint up and down, that's fine. I'm just going to paint left to right. All right. Good job, artists. Or if you are going up and down, you just want to make sure that you smooth out your paint, okay? All right. I'm so happy to be here with you today and celebrating my culture. All right, here we go. And again, take your time. No need to rush. And try to keep, notice I also keep my hand on the paper so it doesn't move around. So I'm just gonna go left to right, just like that. And I'm not scooping my paint, I'm just dabbing my paint on my brush. Good job. And really fun, another fun fact about the Philippines is that it is actually the first island that actually got independence and fought for its independence from Spain. Beautiful. There you go. It's a really cool thing. All right. And you want to just keep on going. And I'm actually going a little bit over mine. So maybe keep note if you are doing this in the classroom, teachers, with paint. You know, just if you're using tempera, it does come off of the dust. But if you're not, you know, you can put a paper towel underneath. All right. Here we go. So I've got this really cool blue on here. Very, very cool. So even though the Philippines did fight for its freedom from Spain in 1898, it was actually given to the United States. So at a certain point, we were actually part of the United States, similar to Puerto Rico and Guam. And then we got our independence from the United States pretty recently on July 4th. So July 4th is our second Independence Day, July 4th, 1946. That is 1 year before my dad was born. And then when you're done, you're gonna go ahead and take your paper towel and you're just gonna, again, wipe it off. You don't have to clean it off in water, that's okay. This will be good enough. It's just using it on your paper towel. Okay, good job, artists. Last but not least, we're gonna take our red and we are going to trace our lines, our yellow lines. And we're gonna trace it this way. Cool. And then guess what? Go ahead and paint that in. All right. So artists, thank you so much for joining me here today. And then I want to just let you know you guys are doing fabulous. Keep up the good work. Thank you for being patient and being very neat in your artist workstation. And take your time and just enjoy painting and learning about a really cool new culture. All right, we're gonna dip and here. Good job. Lovely. Another fun fact about the Philippines is that it is actually one of the largest island groups in the world. There's up to 7,600 islands that make up the Philippines. Cool. Here you go, we're just gonna keep on going. Can you imagine having that many islands? And on those islands, guess what? There's a couple of active volcanoes, which we're actually going to learn about in another landscape, Filipino landscape painting that we're going to do. But it is technically has like 20 active volcanoes. And one of its volcanoes called the Mayon volcano. It is known for its like very, very perfect cone shape. Cool. Good job, artists. You know, one of my favorite things about art is that I get to learn about different cultures and different people. And so I'm really excited every time I get to do an artwork or celebrate another culture. There we go. And then if you did not get a chance to like and subscribe, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and like and subscribe, sign up for our notifications. This way we are able to keep going with our work that we do in spreading art in classrooms and homes all over the world. And you know what? I think that's it. I think we are done. So go ahead and take your paintbrush if you want to just give it another wipe like that. But I think this is a beautiful, beautiful flag. So this actually concludes our lesson for today. If you have another lesson that you want to suggest to us in the future, maybe another culture you'd like for us to explore, please go ahead and drop that into the comments. Otherwise, I just want to say salamat, which means thank you in Tagalog, which is the national language of the Philippines. And we hope to see you soon in the near future. Thanks. I hope you shine today.